U.S. President Joe Biden may hold talks with his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping in the next few weeks, National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said on Air Force One. Sullivan spoke the day before with Yang Jiechi, Xi's key foreign policy advisor, and noted that he told him directly of our concerns about North Korea's nuclear and missile activities and our opinion that it is out of China's interest. It's out of America's interest, and China should think about taking whatever steps it can to reduce the possibility of provocative actions by North Korea. We had a good conversation on this issue, he said, adding that Taiwan and other issues were discussed. Meanwhile, Biden's trip to Asia is achieving its first results. You may see the panic in Beijing. Biden's task is to convince Japan, South Korea, India, and Australia that his vision of a revived economic and security coalition is more compelling than watching China's rise to regional dominance. This trip will demonstrate President Biden's Indo-Pacific strategy in full force and demonstrate in vivid colors that the United States can immediately lead a free world in response to Russia's war in Ukraine while charting a course for effective, principled American leadership and engagement in a region that will largely shape the future of the 21st century, Sullivan said. Biden won an early victory in his efforts to unite Asian allies against China's growing influence even before he boarded Air Force One for his visit to the region, and Beijing panicked. China's foreign ministry launched a campaign with a hint of despair to warn key U.S. regional allies from joining the effort, signaling that Beijing feels threatened by the administration's handling of Asia. China opposes the creation of bloc antagonism or separatist confrontation in the Asia-Pacific region, said Lu Pengyu, a spokesman for the Chinese embassy in Washington. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi made a similar statement to South Korean Foreign Minister Park Jin, urging him in a phone call to prevent the risk of a new Cold War and resist confrontation between the two camps. Biden's trip will conclude with a meeting of leaders of the Quadra, an informal geopolitical grouping of the United States, India, Australia, and Japan aimed at countering China's growing economic, diplomatic and military power in the Indo-Pacific region.